All right. Wait for people to show up. But what is going on, everybody? Sports expert here. I'm here with Clayton once again,
How you guys doing?
doing our annual bowl picks. As there's a lot of games, of course, 41 games again to pick. But I don't know. There's a lot of tough games to pick here, but we'll get through it. But if you want to introduce yourself, Clayton.
All right, how you guys doing? I'm Clay, and I'm a big Michigan fan. Go Blue! We're in the playoffs once again. I'm a big Lions fan as well. I'm a big Detroit sports fan, and I'm ready to make these picks once again.
Yep. The Ohio State Buckeyes, man. Not the ending of a season they wanted, of course. Yeah.
Intercepted, Rod Moore.
Kyle McCord gone. So,
Ooh.
I mean, Kyle McCord might be going to Syracuse. That's pretty sad. So, yeah. But hopefully can get some people in here. See if we can. Might start off slow, then people will start to chime in. But yeah. So, I don't know if you wanted to start now. I don't know if you make your picks yet, or I have not made my
Well,
picks yet.
yeah, I've already made my picks, but we go over like game by game.
Yeah. So, the first game is the Myrtle Beach Bowl. That'll be Saturday at 11 a.m.
Really?
Yes, that'll be the Ohio Bobcats versus the Georgia Southern Eagles. So, yeah, that I mean, you got a MAC team, 9-3 MAC team versus a 6-6 Sun Belt team there. So, yeah,
This game. Oh, I don't even. Oh, we gotta go to ESPN for like the spread.
yeah,
So who's favored to win?
Georgia Southern is favored.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, 3.5 point favorite. Wow. So I will pick. Ooh, this is a hard game, but I
going
think
on
as
Orlando,
the underdog, I think Ohio will get this win.
Ohio. Ohio is a pretty good defense. Georgia Southern's defense is very suspect at times. I'm going to go with Georgia Southern though, and here's why. Ohio's offense, just even with their solid defense, their offense struggled at times to close out opponents. It felt like a lot of the games they played were unnecessarily close, and Georgia Southern is going to have more up tier talent on offense than Ohio is because Ohio had a couple of guys transfer out. Georgia Southern will have their quarterback. They'll have a couple solid receivers. I think Georgia Southern will have enough talent to win this game, and I think they just edge out Ohio. Yeah, what's going on, Orlando Magic Nation?
Wait.
Yeah, I got
You have Georgia Southern. I have Ohio for
yes,
game one of the bowl games.
yes. Go Georgia Southern there. Yeah, then next we have an interesting matchup. We have the Cricket Celebration Bowl. We have the Florida A&M Rattlers versus the Howard Bison. Florida A&M is 1-11. Howard is 6-5.
Florida A&M is a 6.5 point favorite in this game.
Mm. Who do you have in this one?
Gotta go Florida A&M. They look too good.
Yeah, I mean versus Howard. It should be an. I mean Howard's a much more inferior opponent than Florida A&M. I'm going to take Florida A&M in this one for sure. I mean, it shouldn't be too tough to pick, but hey, we'll see. So after that, we have the New Orleans Bowl versus between Louisiana Raging Cajuns versus the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. So Jacksonville State, they're in the first year of FBS football. They're now in a bowl game after finishing 8-4 versus Louisiana. So yeah, and Jacksonville State is favored in this one.
I am gonna go with Jacksonville State in this game. Gonna end off your first FBS season with a dub.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to take Jacksonville State in this game. I think Rich Rodriguez has done a really good job in his first year at Jacksonville State. I think they're going to be very motivated to get into a bowl game in their first year of FBS. I think they got some nice guys some nice quarterback play there. They got Zion Webb, Logan Smothers. Those are two guys. Malik Jackson. They got some guys in that offense that can ball out. And I just don't know about Louisiana. I know they had some injury issues, especially on the offense, especially with the quarterback position. I'm not so sure how they'll respond, despite being in New Orleans. I'm going to take Jacksonville State. So yeah,
There we go.
then we have the Cure Bowl. This is actually not a terrible matchup. We have the runner-ups of the Sun Belt, the App State Mountaineers versus the MAC champions, the 11-2 Miami Ohio Redhawks. So, despite winning the MAC, Miami Ohio is actually underdogs in this game. Big underdogs. App State's
Wow.
minus 250 on the money line. So, what are you gonna go with here?
So it's a hard game. Did App State win their conference or they didn't?
They did not. They lost in the.
Detroit.
What's going on, Brooklyn
Detroit.
Vardos?
Oh, that's a fake account. I know that.
Oh,
Yeah, Ricky's just messing with me.
uh,
Give me Miami Ohio to win this game.
you gonna take Miami Ohio?
Yeah.
Okay, as the underdog. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to take App State in this game, and they have much more upper hand with the quarterback play. Joey Aguilar has become one of the better quarterbacks in the group of five this year. Miami, Ohio, despite being 11-2, no, they have a great defense, and App State's defense can be up and down at times, but their defense I think can show enough to win this game. Miami, Ohio has played without quarterback Brett Gabbert over the past few weeks, and although they've been able to win games, the offense still hasn't been in a great position. I don't know if Miami, Ohio can keep up with App State offensively in this game. I'm going to take App State here. A lot of people are going to look at record and pick Miami, Ohio, which I understand. They have a solid football team overall, but I think when it comes to a shootout, I think App State would be able to outscore them there. That's where I'm going to go right now.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so we have the New Mexico Bowl. That'll be between Fresno State and New Mexico State. New Mexico State is minus 180 on the money line. They are favored in this game. So yeah.
So if in this game between New Mexico State and Fresno State, as New Mexico State a 3.5-point favorite, after I think they lost. Yeah, they did lose the what's it called, Conference USA championship. But I think they will get this win over Fresno State to end their season.
Yeah. Yeah, Fresno State didn't look too good towards the end of the season. I just don't know where their head's at right now. They just lost their head coach due to an illness. He won't be coaching the bowl game. I feel like that's quite a loss for them too. I'm going to take New Mexico State here. Jerry Kill gets a second straight bowl win. I'm going to take them. I just feel like they did lose a guy or two in the portal, but every team has lost two guys in the portal, so it's not like it's uncommon. So give me New Mexico State in this game. I just think they'll end up being the better team here. So I'm going to agree with Clayton.
Texas.
Okay, so we have the LA Bowl between the Boise State Broncos versus the UCLA Bruins. Intriguing matchup here. UCLA is minus 200 on the money line, so we'll see what happens here.
So in this game, who's favored? Who's favored to win? UCLA is by 4. I believe Boise State did win the Mountain West, so I'm not mistaken. And wow, they destroyed UNLV.
They did.
Ooh, this game, I picked UCLA to win. Last Pac-12 game ever.
Yeah. No, I'm going to take Boise in this one. They seem to be really motivated under new head coach Spencer Danielson, who is the interim head coach. They seem to be playing their best football with him now. This UCLA team, I don't know how they feel with Chip Kelly still being at the helm. It just feels like there isn't too much motivation there. The quarterback play has been pretty subpar most of the season. I just don't know if UCLA is really going to have a lot of motivation playing in an LA Bowl. Give me Boise State in this one in an upset here. So yeah.
Our next game we have the Independence Bowl between the Texas Tech Red Raiders out of the Big 12 and the California Golden Bears out of the Pac-12. And California would move to the last game for California before they moved to the ACC.
Yep. So Texas Tech versus Cal. Cal won their last 3 games to become bowl eligible. They were 3-6. Now they're up to 6-6. And they will play 6 Texas Tech Red Raiders. So
150 at Texas Tech on the money line. Wow.
yeah.
In this game, this will be a pretty interesting game. I'm gonna go Texas Tech.
What's going on, Daniel Barry? How's it going, bro? You joining Texas Tech? I'm gonna agree with Texas Tech. I think this is just one of those games where Texas Tech just really shows up. I just think they're the better team overall, the more talented team, and I think Baron Morton, I don't know if I think he may have got I don't know if he's hurt or not. The quarterback for Texas Tech. I don't know how it's gonna look for each team. I don't know who they've lost in the portal or not, but yeah, it's just I'm gonna make a quick search before I make my final pick, though. Okay, I'm going to take Texas Tech in this game. I think
Okay.
they'll just be the more talented team, and yeah, I mean, Cal had a nice end of the season, but Texas Tech, I think they win this one by like a couple scores. All right.
All
So
right.
after
Next
that,
game.
we have the famous Toastery Bowl between Old Dominion versus Western Kentucky. So yeah,
And who is the favorite in this game?
Old Dominion is somehow favored in this game. That's a bit surprising to me.
Old Dominion's really that favorite in that game?
Yeah,
How much are they really favored by?
like a couple.
Couple?
Yeah,
Favored by only 2.5. That's not that. That's not that bad.
yeah.
Western Kentucky, I think, will get the win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Western Kentucky too. I'm really surprised. Even if a couple guys sit out for Western Kentucky, I'm a bit surprised that they're the underdogs. I don't know if the Old Dominion offense has been absolutely sensational this season. I mean, they've had their ups and downs, but I think Western Kentucky just has better top up the hill talent there, and I believe they'll do enough. I also give them the edge in coaching with Tyson Helton. Give me Western Kentucky. I think they'll have enough power to go out and win this one, the famous Toastery Bowl. Should have been the Bahamas Bowl, but they're not doing the Bahamas Bowl this year due to renovations.
Next up, we have is the Frisco Bowl between Marshall out of the Sun Belt against UTSA out of the American, I do believe.
Yes.
American. Okay, I knew they moved conferences from the Conference USA.
Yeah. So
As UT wow, UTSA is a real big favorite, 13
they are.
points.
Yeah.
Big 13-point favorite in this game. And UTSA, I think, will win this game.
Yeah, I'm going to take UTSA too. They just have too much talent here. Marshall is very poor right now. They've had some coaching changes too over the last couple weeks, and their starting quarterback Cam Fancher is entered the transfer portal. And from what I've heard, it feels like that team is just kind of checked out at this point, despite a win late in the season. I just think UTSA will just have too much. I just don't, Frank Harris will be playing his last game of his career. Give me UTSA in this one big.
Now we have the Boca Raton Bowl between the South Florida Bulls out of the American taking on the ACC's Syracuse Orange.
Okay, so Syracuse, a Power 5 versus a Group of 5 matchup here between Syracuse and South Florida. That South Florida offense is kind of nice. I wouldn't underestimate them at all in a game like this. Syracuse, they played well in their last game to become bowl eligible. They were able to defeat Wake Forest, I believe. Yes, 35-31, and they're now in this game in the Boca Raton Bowl facing South Florida. This is a very tough game. It's just
Syracuse is favored.
Syracuse is favored. I have to see if Garrett Schrader, the quarterback for Syracuse, will be playing in this game.
Do I believe in Cordell Perry or not?
What was that?
Well, I don't know if you don't know Cordell Perry. He was like when I was in 8th grade. He was a senior. He was like really good for my school. He went to Syracuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, I don't know if he starts there, but yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. South Florida. The one thing that does South Florida has some nice playmakers on offense, but their defense is pretty suspect. I just don't know. It's going to be a tough one. I think the game being in Florida definitely really helps South Florida here. And you know what? I'm going to take South Florida as an underdog just because this game's in Florida. I think if this game were anywhere else, I would go Syracuse, but I think the game being in Florida is a huge help here.
I'm gonna pick Syracuse.
Okay.
Another disagreement.
All right. I'm going to go
Okay. Now we have the Gasparilla Bowl. I think that's how you say it.
Gasparilla Bowl. Yes.
Okay, between the Big 12's UCF Knights against the ACC's Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Okay, so UCF, they don't really have much at the quarterback position right now. I believe Tim Lane's the guy. I just don't know what to say about this UCF team. That game versus Oklahoma State a few weeks back really impressed me, though. That 45-3 win. It's just
Jesus.
they're playing much better lately, though. I mean, they won 3 out of their last 4 to end the year, and their one loss was against Texas Tech by 1. They're playing very well. And Georgia Tech, they just they're very good against like top heavy teams, but they're very inconsistent. They played down to competition, and they did lose a game to Bowling Green this year, but they also played better recently too. It's just that's a tough one. I'm gonna go UCF though. I think Gus Malzahn will have the advantage when it comes to coaching. Give me UCF in this game at the
I
Gasparilla.
will also pick UCF in this game.
They also have experience in the Gasparilla Bowl and have won a couple times, I believe. So that'll give me UCF.
Now we have the next game is the backed Northern Illinois Huskies against the Sunbelts Arkansas State Red Bulls in the Camellia Bowl.
Yeah, so we got the Camellia Bowl here. Kind of an uninspiring matchup here between Northern Illinois and Arkansas State. Although I do like what I saw from Arkansas State this year after the poor start. They ended up making a bowl game. I really like Jalen Raynor, their true freshman quarterback who came in and stepped up, was arguably the best true freshman quarterback in college football this year. So that helps for Arkansas State. Northern Illinois, very uninspiring team to watch. They do have a really solid running back. And then, but looking at it, it's just I don't know in Ontario Brown, the running back for Northern Illinois, but I don't know. This is a really interesting matchup, but Arkansas State is slightly favored, and I think I'm going to lean. Oh, that's a tough one because I don't know Clayton. Who are you going to pick in this one?
I picked Arkansas State to win.
Picked Arkansas State. I think I'm going to go Arkansas State as well. I don't know if Arkansas State is able to stop the run. I think that kind of hinders the offensive abilities of Northern Illinois. And Arkansas State, I feel like they can play more freely in this game, and that will definitely be something they'll be looking to do. It's going to be one of those games where I think it'll be a good game. I don't think it's going to be anyone's going to blow out anybody or anything, but I think Arkansas State in the end is going to be the team that plays more freely and ends up making the correct decisions. So we'll see.
And now we have the 76 Burial Bowl between the ACC's Duke Blue Devils taking on the Sunbelt's Troy Trojans, who are the Sunbelt champions.
So yeah, they are the Sun Belt champions, and they're actually favored by a few points. Troy, they're minus 300 on the money line, and I think that has to relate with Duke losing a lot of players in the transfer portal right now, so that hasn't helped. And they lost their head coach. Both teams lost their head coach. But I think Troy definitely has more talent right now. I'm going to take Troy in this one. Don't let the money lines fool you. Troy is the better team in this game due to the losses of Duke and everything. And Duke has had injuries too. Give me Troy.
Give me Troy as well. Next up, we have the Mountain West Air Force Falcons taking on the Sunbelt's James Madison Dukes in the Armed Forces Bowl.
So yeah, James Madison, another team that had some players enter the transfer portal. So I'm kind of just skeptical on, how this game's going to go. This is going to be a tough one, though. I mean, the Armed Forces Bowl, I think Air Force could definitely show up here. James Madison still got a very good football team, but did lose some guys to the portal. Lost their starting quarterback, Jordan McLeod. But I think, if I'm correct, I think a lot of those players that did enter the portal are going to play in the bowl game for James Madison. They're going to give it one last ride. I think in that case, with a team struggling like Air Force that may not be able to catch up, I'm going to stick with James Madison.
I will stick with James Madison in this game as well.
Yes. So,
God bless the Dukes and God bless the United States of America.
Yeah, give me the Dukes here. So, yeah. All right. So, we got the famous Idaho Potato Bowl after that. It'll be between the Utah State Aggies versus the Georgia State Panthers. A very intriguing matchup here.
Mountain West against Sunbelt, and this is a hard game. Who's favorite? Utah State's favored by 1. Give me Utah State.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Utah State too. Georgia State, poorly coached. They're just struggling right now. Utah State feels like they're on a better track right now. Like Blake Anderson's going to get those guys to play one more very good game of football towards the end of the year. I just don't see Georgia State going out there and putting on a great performance. Give me Utah State here.
Now we have, oh boy, we have Eastern Michigan out of the back taking on Sunbelt South Alabama, and Jesus, that spread 16.5 South Alabama.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, Eastern Michigan, they may have won 6-6, but they weren't a very good team this year. If you really look at it, they're pretty poor in a poor conference in the MAC again. South Alabama, they weren't great this year, but they are. I do believe they are a better team than the 6-6 record they, portray. I'm going to take South Alabama here. I
Yeah,
think
same.
a Kane Womack coach team will be too much for Eastern Michigan. I just don't love what I'm seeing from Eastern Michigan. In South Alabama, I mean, I think they'll have too much defense for Eastern Michigan. They'll struggle to score the football.
All right. Our next game is, this could be an interesting one. Out of the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, and out of the Pac-12, the Utah Utes and the Las Vegas Bowl.
Yeah, so we got
He
Northwest.
pops, he pops to Northwestern. They made a bowl game after winning one game last year, and not even in the United States.
Yeah, and I was under interim head coach David Braun, who also got the full time job a few weeks back, and they're now in a bowl game versus Utah. Although Northwestern, I love what they're doing. I love everything that's going on. I just think Utah, especially the only thing that concerns me about Utah is their quarterback play. They don't have much at quarterback, but I do think they're very fit. They're still a very physical football team. They're still very well coached by Kyle Whittingham, and I think that'll be the difference here. I think with their defense, they can easily limit this Northwestern team on defense, and I just think it'll be too much. I think this is going to be a very low scoring game. I think Utah's physicality will outduel Northwestern here.
Utah's last Pac-12 game for Big 12.
Yeah.
So I think Utah will win this game, and then they'll come out great when Cam Rising comes back in the Big 12 and maybe win a Big 12 title.
Yeah. We got Utah on that one. All right. So we got the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl. That is between the San Jose Spartans and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Okay, so this is an interesting matchup. One thing though, San Jose State, they started 1-5. They're now 7-5. They're on a big streak here, so I don't know what to say about Coastal. Coastal lost some guys in the portal, and it doesn't sound like any of those guys are going to play in the game. So, but it's just, I don't know. I'm going to take San Jose State in this one. I think they're much more well coached too under Brett Brennan than Tim Beck. It just feels like a lot of those Coastal players have kind of given up. Just feels like it hasn't been the season they wanted, despite they won 7 games, but just not what they're looking for. I think San Jose State will be more motivated for sure.
I will take the San Jose State Spartans as well to win this game.
Yeah, we got San Jose State in this one. I don't know about Coastal. They just seem kind of like not in a great spot right now. Okay. So the Quick Lane Bowl, we got a Big Ten team. The only team that made it into a bowl game at 5-7. So, which is Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Taking on Bowling Green.
Yeah, so I mean Bowling Green, the line is only minus 175. Minnesota's gonna have like a third or fourth string quarterback in this game because they lost some guys to the portal.
What about the other guy that they played, like Cali McManus or whatever you say?
He's in the transfer portal. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Minnesota's favorite though.
This Bowling Green team, they did beat Georgia Tech earlier in the season, and I think another bowl game could be more motivating for them. But I think in the end, Minnesota's going to end up winning. They're going to squeak in this one. I'm going to take Minnesota.
I'm also going to take Minnesota, even without Cali McManus or however you say it right.
Yeah. I don't know if I trust Bowling. I think the Minnesota defense will get it done. So
now we have the Rice Owls out of the. I think they're also in the American. They move, right?
Yeah.
And taking on Texas State out of the Sun Belt.
Yeah. So Rice the Rice has had some injuries towards the end of the year, but they were able to overcome some of them and win a couple games to make a bowl. So, yeah. But I mean, Texas State, they looked pretty up and down this season. They had moments where they looked great, moments where they looked terrible. This is a tough one for me to pick, but I think Texas State just has the better offense, and I just don't know if Rice will be able to overcome those injuries in a game like this. Give me Texas State.
In this game, I will also take Texas State to win this game.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Texas State they've had some pretty bad defensive performances this year, but you can say the same with Rice too. It's just they're both very similar teams, and I'm going to take Texas State though because Rice has had some injuries too.
Now we have UNLV out of the Mountain West against Kansas out of the Big 12 at the Guaranteed Rate Bowl.
Yeah, so UNLV capping off a pretty solid season against Kansas, another team capping off a pretty solid season. You know, two teams. This is going to be a fight. Both teams are going to want to win, and it's going to be interesting. But I think when it's all said and done, I think Kansas is going to be more motivated to win after losing a heartbreaker in the Liberty Bowl last year. They want that bowl win. They're going to get it here at UNLV. UNLV didn't absolutely end the season great, but I think Kansas is going to go into motivation here and take it under Lance Leipold.
I'm going to go Kansas as well. Kansas deserves this.
Yeah.
So, after being terrible like all the time in football, they deserve this bowl game.
They do. So, okay, so the next game, we have the Tulane Green Wave versus the Virginia Tech Hokies. Tulane lost some guys from the portal as well, and just with now they have a new head coach, John Summerall. Love John Summerall, great hire out of Troy. And Virginia Tech, they have some continuity there. They're a good team, nothing great or anything though. Just it's an interesting matchup though.
This was interesting. Give me Tulane still, even though they lost some guys in the portal.
Yeah. Man, this is not an easy pick. I think I'm going to lean Tulane, though. I think Tulane's going to – although I do think they're bringing in John Summerall. I don't know if he's going to coach this game, but if he is, I think that's going to be huge for Tulane. And Virginia Tech, they've had some good performances this year, but they've also had some pretty disastrous ones too. So that's not a team I'm absolutely sold on. So I'm going to take Tulane. They're underdogs, so why not?
Now we have the Duke's Mayo between the West Virginia Mountaineers out of the Big 12 taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels out of the ACC.
So yeah, we have West Virginia versus UNC. So intriguing matchup here. UNC is going to have some opt-outs here, so that's not going to help them.
Especially Drake. Ain't Drake May like the best player in next year's draft?
Possibly. And Tez Walker, not Omarion Hampton, but
Marvin Harris.
Tez Walker, he's opted out. There's a couple guys that opted out for other guys that I believe. In West Virginia, I don't think they're worrying about opt-outs as much. They've had a pretty solid season. The only reason why they're not 9-3 is because of an insane Hail Mary by Houston. I'm going to take West Virginia in this one. They want this game much more than UNC does, and that's not even close. They don't. Yeah. UNC couldn't care less about this game.
After West Virginia had a disappointing year last year under JT Daniels, they turned it around this year, and I think they will win this game.
Yeah. I'm going to go with them.
Okay, now we have the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. The USC Trojans, final Pac-12 game ever before they moved to the Big Ten, taking on the number 15th ranked ACC Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah, Louisville should win this game, and it shouldn't be close. The whole USC team's opting out. Their defense is a train wreck still. At least Louisville will have some guys playing. And
defense plays like the Lions. Yeah, I know.
USC could not care less about this game. They don't want them. Give me Louisville.
Yeah, give me Louisville. USC's defense is like the Lions right now.
Yep. It's pretty rough there. So.
Yeah, at least your defense is better than our defense. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey, at least Gardner Johnson's coming back. Hey.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, you're saying he's off his, whatever he's called, torn pack, and he's going to come back.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. I did not think that was happening, but okay. That's huge.
Yeah, especially for a soft secondary.
Yeah. All right, so we have the Texas Bowl. We have the Oklahoma State Cowboys versus the Texas A&M Aggies. Interesting matchup here. I don't know. What do you got? What are your thoughts, Clayton, on this one?
Oklahoma, after getting freaking murdered by Texas in the Big 12 title game, I think they will still win this game. Under is Ali the running back? Is he gonna play or is he not?
Yeah,
Or is he?
I would think he plays because he's not eligible for the draft next year.
Okay, I think I'll pick Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Texas A&M, they had a solid defense this year, but a lot of guys hitting the portal now. Just a lot of turnover on that roster. I'm gonna go Oklahoma State in this one as well. They're actually underdogs, and I'm gonna take another underdog here. I feel like I need to take some more underdogs, and I feel like this is the perfect team to go with. I'm gonna have some guys wanting to play in a last hurrah too. So give me Oklahoma State. And Ollie Gordon should have a big game.
Now we have Boston College and SMU, ACC versus American in the Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
So yeah, we have the Fenway Bowl here. We have Boston College versus SMU. Yeah, Boston College, they were arguably the worst 6-6 team this year. They were not great. And SMU is a team that's playing so well right now. And even without Preston Stone, Kevin Jennings, the quarterback, very solid performance versus Tulane. Very fully healthy Tulane
Did,
team.
did SMU win the American?
They did.
Wow.
I'm gonna take SMU in this one.
Yeah, say that should be easy.
They should have been the team. They're gonna want to prove to the committee why they should have been in the year six bowl. Give me SMU in this one.
Yeah, and they're gonna be in the Power Five next year at the
Yeah,
ACC.
they're gonna be in the ACC along with Boston College.
So this is basically an ACC preview next year.
It is.
If they're even playing next year.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to the Pinstripe Bowl now. We have the Miami Hurricanes versus the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
Give props to Rutgers too.
Yeah.
Go, who's terrible all the time.
So yeah.
I used to call them the Cleveland Browns of college football.
Yeah.
But the Browns are good. You better beat the Bears.
Yeah, we should. We'll see.
But in this game, sorry Rutgers, give me the Miami Hurricanes.
Oh, man. I don't know. This one. Miami had some guys enter the portal too. And I just don't know. I just don't know if they really care about this game at all. The one thing, and Rutgers is going to have some guys returning. Kyle Manungai, the running back, he'll be in there. You'll have some guys on defense still. I'm going to take Rutgers in this one. And where it is geographically, that also helps Rutgers because Pinstripe near New York, that is definitely an advantage for Rutgers too. Geographically, that doesn't help Miami at all. They would rather play in Florida, of course, somewhere warm or somewhere like that. Rutgers, they're fine here. Give me Rutgers.
Now we have a new bowl this year, the Pop-Tart Bowl between number 25 ranked Kansas State out of the Big 12, taking on the 18th ranked NC State Wolfpack out of the ACC.
Yeah, so we have the Pop Tart Bowl here, formerly known as the Cheez It Bowl, now known as the Pop Tart Bowl. Kansas State versus NC State. Intriguing matchup here. You know, NC State's played really well. Kansas State is playing all right. I'm surprised Kansas State's favored in this game. I really am. Because they've lost guys to the portal. NC State, they're going to, I don't know how many opt outs they're going to have, but they're going to have some guys playing in that game. And it just feels like they're more motivated. I really like what Dave Doran's doing over there. Give me NC State in this one. They're going to take it.
Give me Kansas State this game.
Okay. Kansas State.
And then people say this is the best Year 6 bowl, or non-Year 6 bowl. The Alamo Bowl between number 12 Oklahoma out of the Big 12, last ever Big 12 game for the Sooners, taking on Arizona out of the Pac-12. Now they're going to be in the Big 12 next year.
Yeah. So Oklahoma versus Arizona. You know, Oklahoma had Dylan Gabriel entered the transfer portal, but they'll have Jackson Arnold now playing, former 5-star recruit. And then Arizona's going to be at full strength. They're not having any opt-outs. And Oklahoma, I think Oklahoma's going to have a lot of guys returning too, so that's huge as well. It's going to be an interesting matchup. It's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, and then I know this game, Dylan Gabriel with the Oregon, right?
Yeah.
In this game, I'm gonna take Arizona because they are probably better when Oklahoma don't have Gabriel.
Yeah, Oklahoma. I don't know. It's just really tough here. I like Noah Fafita, good quarterback. I like Toronto McMillan, one of the best receivers in college football. Jed Fish has been one of the better coaches in college football this year too. It's a really tough game to pick here because I don't think Oklahoma's going to have some guys playing this game. They're going to be motivated too.
I think Arizona will be better next year.
Yeah, but Arizona's played so well though, and I don't think there's any doubt about that. I just feel like it's tough to bet against a team like that. Give me Arizona in this one.
Now we have the Tax Layer Gator Bowl between Kentucky and Clemson.
Okay, so the Gator Bowl. Interesting matchup here, Kentucky versus Clemson. And I don't know how to feel about Kentucky right now. It's just I don't know how many guys are going to sit. I think there's a few guys sitting for them. Clemson maybe for them, but yeah.
This one's an interesting game. Oh, in this game, give me the Clemson Tigers to win this game.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Clemson as well. I think Dabo is going to want his team to end off on a good note. I think this is just they've won their last four. This is a team they're not going to go away. I mean, Clemson they're going to want to win. It's just not a team that doesn't really tank or anything like that. Or just like it goes down. Give me Clemson. And Kentucky's not terrible, but they're not great.
Now we have Notre Dame, who's independent, and Oregon State. And I don't know if we can say final Pac-12 game ever. I don't know if you want to say it because technically it's Pac-2.
Yeah.
Well, I saw their schedule. I feel like they're moving to the Mountain West along Washington State.
Yeah, they're playing a Mountain West schedule next year. They're still going to be part of the Pac-12, but it's going to be a Mountain West schedule.
And the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. I do have a question. Is Sam Hartman going to play for the Irish?
No, Sam Hartman's already opted out. Audric Estime is opted out. They have like no receiving core either. Yeah, their whole offense is basically out. Notre Dame, his whole team's out.
Give me. Wow, I originally picked Notre Dame, but now I got to pick Oregon State. Now you said that.
I do think Oregon State lost some guys, but I do think they'll have more continuity in this game. Man, I just don't. Notre Dame just doesn't have a lot in this game. They have like nothing. At least Oregon State's gonna have some continuity, but at the same time, they won't have their coach. I don't know. This is a tough one to pick.
I'm going to go Notre Dame still.
Gonna go Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just do some research real quick and then make a pick. I don't know. It's just Audric Estime, he cleared for the draft today and opted out of the Sun Bowl. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, both teams are going to lose a ton of guys. You know what? As crazy as it may sound, I'm going to take the one thing, though. Notre Dame does not have any receivers at all. All the receivers at the portal. Their one guy they had is out. Great House. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if Mitchell Evans is playing the tight end. I think he might be a sophomore, so he might play. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take Notre Dame. I think Steve Angeli will do enough to get to a win. The quarterback that'll be playing, I think he has more upside than a Ben.
Oh, he is gone. But Max has Notre Dame. We both have Notre Dame win this game. As we move on to our next game when he comes back. All right, now I am the king of the stream right now.
All right.
All right, after that nice 2-minute commercial break.
Yeah, my phone died. So.
Damn.
All right, so we got the Liberty Bowl. We have the Iowa State Cyclones versus the Memphis Tigers. Iowa State's favored by a few here, so yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pick Memphis in this one because I think that they're a better team. I would say had a good year, but I think Memphis has the better team.
Iowa State did lose a couple running backs to the portal, but they still have their best running back on the team, true freshman Abu Sama. It's just Memphis defense is one of the worst in the country. That defense is terrible. I can't trust them. I'm taking Iowa State. I think they'll score all over that Memphis defense. Memphis, they'll be able to score some points, but I think Iowa State will be able to win it. If it's some type of shootout, I think Iowa State just has the upper hand there. Especially if they're I think I trust their defense to get stops more than Memphis. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So we have Cotton Bowl. We have the Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Missouri Tigers. So it'll
Missouri.
be Friday, 29th, 8 p.m. So yeah.
Interesting game. Ohio State don't got McCourt. Is Marvin Harrison Jr. gonna play, or is he gonna declare?
We do not know yet.
That's a big. But at Missouri, I think all their good players are coming back next year.
Yeah, I guess a lot of players are going to play in the bowl game for Ohio State, though. A lot of starters. So that's huge for the Buckeyes.
Is Henderson coming back next year, or is he declaring?
We don't know yet. Hasn't made a decision.
I know McCourt's transferring. I don't know who's your backup quarterback.
Devin Brown.
Ooh. You probably pick up another quarterback in the transfer portal.
I don't know about that. We didn't.
People are saying you will pick up like Cam Ward or something like that.
Cam Ward's going to Miami or Florida State.
Wow. Well, Florida State definitely needs a quarterback.
Yeah.
In this game, I'm gonna go with the Missouri Tigers.
Gonna go with Missouri. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Ohio State in this one.
Yeah, not trying to be biased because I hate them so much, but because they don't have a quarterback.
They're gonna be motivated to play under Devin Brown. Devin Brown was almost a 5-star recruit a couple of years ago, and this team feels motivated to play with him. A lot of guys are going to be playing like Emeka Ibuka. A lot of the guys on defense are going to be playing too. Denzel Burke. I think Ohio State going to have a chip on their shoulder in this one, and they're going to beat possibly the brakes off Missouri.
Now I have another New Year's Six Bowl, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, between Penn State and Ole Miss.
All right, so we have Penn State and Ole Miss in this one. Definitely an intriguing matchup, a 50-50 matchup in my opinion. So yeah.
In this game, I'm gonna go Ole Miss. I know all those good guys are coming back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ole Miss too. One, I just don't know if I can trust Penn State in this one either. It's just, I don't know. It's just James Franklin against solid football teams just doesn't coach very well. I'm going to take Ole Miss. Jackson Dart, Quinshawn Judkins should play. Trey Harris may play too, so that should definitely help Ole Miss.
I feel like Penn State wins every year. They win every game besides Ohio State and Michigan.
Yeah, it does feel like that. So, but give me Ole Miss in this one.
Now we have the Music City Bowl between Maryland and Auburn.
Yeah, so the Music City Bowl, you have Maryland versus Auburn, two teams that were just kind of meh this year. Yeah, I don't know what to say in this one. I mean, Talia may play, he may not play. Auburn, their offense is a mess. It's just, I don't know. This one's really tough.
I'm taking Maryland this game to represent the Big Ten.
I think I'm going to take Maryland too. Yeah, represent the Big Ten. Why not? I think Talia may give it one more ride. We'll see. And Auburn, their offense just is very up and down. I just don't know how Auburn's going to feel about playing in the Music City Bowl. Give me Maryland.
Now, this could be a better game if George Travis is playing. Florida State versus Georgia.
Yeah, you got Florida State versus Georgia. Florida State is so depleted. It's just unfortunate for them.
Georgia's gonna win.
Yeah, Georgia should win this game. Carson Beck will play. A lot of the other guys will play. They should win this one pretty easily. Not much to say about this one. Florida State. Do you feel like Florida State should have been in the playoff, Clayton?
I feel like they should because they were undefeated, but they
Yeah.
don't got a quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that this and that, but an undefeated Power Five conference champion is pretty hard to leave out. But they did it. All right, so we have the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl, the Portnoy Bowl, and for the second year in a row, Wyoming is in that game. They are facing Toledo, who are the runner-ups in the MAC. So yeah,
Ooh, interesting game. Give me Toledo in this game because I'm closer with the MAC.
Toledo's got a really solid football team. There's no doubt about it. In Wyoming, I think Wyoming playing in the Arizona Bowl will help them. I think last year playing in it will help them. Not a great road team, but they do know this environment though. In Toledo, they lost some guys in the portal. They will have some guys playing in this game, but at the same time, Wyoming will as well. I don't know. I don't know if I can trust Toledo fully. It's really tough, and I don't love I don't love the MAC, so I'm gonna take Wyoming in this one. And I watch a lot of MAC football to know that it's not a great conference. Give me
Well,
Wyoming in this one.
don't you go to like Kent State or something like that?
What was that?
Kent State,
Yeah, I go to Kent State. So
terrible.
yeah, they suck.
Aren't they like the worst team in like the whole FBS?
Yes, they are.
God damn. I feel like it's got to be someone from the MAC.
I actually predicted them to go 2-10 before the season started, and they couldn't even win 2 games. So yeah, but Wyoming, I'm gonna go Wyoming in this game.
All right. Ooh, this is interesting. I don't know about this one. LSU versus Wisconsin in the Rely Quest Bowl.
For the Royal Quest Bowl, we have the LSU Tigers versus the Wisconsin Badgers. Wisconsin getting the Royal Quest Bowl is insane because Wisconsin isn't that good. It's just the Big Ten didn't have a lot of great teams this year. So
Yeah, and is Jaden Daniels playing or is he declaring?
I doubt he plays.
Heisman winner, but still LSU I think would win this game.
Yeah, LSU will have enough talent to win this game. Wisconsin, they lost some guys in the portal too.
If they had Jaden Daniels, this game would be a blowout.
But yeah, Braylon, that one's going to sit too. Give me LSU in this one. Shouldn't even be a question. Even
Now we have another New Year's Six Bowl. Oregon and Liberty.
Oregon Liberty. I think Liberty is going to be really poised to play in this one. But the thing that scares me though is Bo Nix. Bo Nix is playing in this game for Oregon, and that's not going to help. Some guys will out for Oregon. The thing about Liberty, they'll have most of their guys in. I think Liberty maybe makes it closer than people think, but I'm going to take Oregon.
I'm also going to take Oregon as well.
Yeah.
Same new Big Ten team next year, the Oregon Ducks. We play them. You guys play them. We all play them.
Yeah. So
we have a tough schedule next year.
Yeah.
I can't wait for next year. We have Texas, Oregon, Washington, Ohio State. I don't know about USC. Depends.
We play at Oregon and at Michigan State. That's not easy. Michigan State's going to be better next year too.
Michigan State? Well, they have a coach that's not Mel Tucker.
I know, but I think Mel Tucker isn't even that good. Let's be real.
Yeah. He had one good year.
Yeah. I like the kid they brought in today, though, Aiden Childs, former
the Oregon State quarterback.
Yeah. He's a borderline 5-star recruit. He's pretty good.
Okay, now we have the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl between Tennessee and Iowa.
Tennessee. Iowa can't score.
Yeah, I went to the Big Ten championship game. Watching them play was like terrible.
Yeah.
0 points. You gotta be kidding me. I saw that in person too.
Yeah,
I was there at the Big Ten championship game. We only scored 26 points. But guess what? They have a good defense.
yep, they do. But Tennessee, I think they'll just have too much when it's all said and done. They'll probably have some opt outs, but Iowa will have some guys that kind of sit out too. It's just give me Tennessee. I don't want to trust Iowa in my bowl mania.
Now we have the time for the college football playoff. College football playoff. Now, should we do the Rose Bowl? Or should we do the Sugar Bowl first?
we can do the sugar. We can do the Sugar Bowl first.
Sugar Bowl. Now, between Texas and Washington in the Sugar Bowl.
Quinn Ewers versus Michael Penix. Very interesting game here. Washington, very top-heavy talent on the offense. Michael Penix, Dylan Johnson, Romo Dunes, Jalen Polk, Jaden McMillan. Name all those guys you want. In Texas, you got Quinn Ewers, A.D. Mitchell, Xavier Worthy, Jatavian Sanders, C.J. Baxter. They got a lot of guys in that offense.
8 years only he's only a sophomore.
He's a redshirt sophomore, yeah. He'll be coming back next year to Texas.
Damn. I wonder how he does against us next year.
Yeah.
In this game, this is interesting. An undefeated team against a one-loss team who should be undefeated. I feel like they got lucky against Oklahoma.
Yeah.
In this game, I'm gonna go with the Texas Longhorns to win this game.
Go Texas. I'm going Washington.
Damn.
Coaching will be huge. I think Kalen DeBoer is going to outcoach Steve Sarkisian in this one. I just think Washington, they're here for this. They're here for this moment. And then once Texas loses, everybody's going to be like, oh, Texas is back to losing in the playoff. So, yeah.
Let's imagine if they win a championship last year before they go to the SEC.
Yeah, that'd be so.
Which I don't know will happen.
All right, so we got the Rose Bowl. We have the Michigan Wolverines versus the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Jack Flair just signed with the Tigers. I just saw that news.
Yeah, he sucks.
Bro,
one year, $14 million. Horrible contract.
Well, we did terrible for UC. We got Canada, we got Maeda.
I like Maeda.
We did lose Eduardo Rodriguez to the Diamondbacks, though.
I don't think Flaherty's that good.
But we got some good hitters, though.
Yeah.
Like Torkelson, Carpenter.
Yeah. And Tyler Glasnow's going to the Dodgers.
Dodgers are going to be stacked to be first-round exits again.
Yeah, probably.
Who will it be this time? If it's not the Padres or Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was the Rockies. Yeah, right. They're terrible.
Yeah, they do stink.
Not as bad as the Oakland A's.
Yeah, true.
But in this game, Michigan. Come on now. I'm a Michigan fan. Come on now.
I know. What's going on, Karan? How's it going, man? All right, so yeah. I'm going Bama. I'm going opposite. You have Michigan, Texas. I got Bama, Washington.
Oh, God.
Nick Saban is going to make his mark here. Michigan's going to grab the bed in the playoffs like they always do. They're going to make his mark. Jalen Milroe, he's a pro god alpha male, and he's a guy that you're never going to speak bad on. He's him. He's going to have a big game, of course. I mean, Michigan ain't even ready for it. They ain't ready for this Bama team. This team's going to be ready. They're going to be ready to win. You have the Mavs on a bit. All right.
What if Blake Corum goes off?
I don't know, man. I don't know if he's going off against Bama. Even if he does, Bama's going to find a way to respond. Nick Saban over Jim Hairball.
But, okay. National champions. I have Texas versus Michigan. And you have Bama versus wow, we have the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So if Michigan wins against Bama, regardless whoever wins the other game, we have a rematch of the national championship next year.
Yep.
Because we play both Texas and Washington.
All right. But, yeah, I got Alabama versus Washington. I think it'll be a great game if that's the case. You got Miller versus Penix. Both guys will be using their legs to make plays. But I think Nick Saban, you can't – Nick Saban's going to prove a point to everybody. Here, he is going to prove a point, and he's going to win this national championship. Bama is winning the Natty. You heard it here first. He did.
I've said the last 2 years, and I'll say it again. Michigan's winning the Natty.
Michigan is they do
Remember, Hey, here's the thing.
They're allergic to natties. In this game, it's getting vacated anyway.
Why go over the stupid side stealing?
Yep.
Oh God! Why even we didn't have to steal sides to beat y'all.
Doesn't matter. Still
There's
gonna
no
get.
stealing sides. We beat you with our offensive coordinator.
That's why they're not gonna be motivated because they know it's gonna get. I don't know why there's people being crystal ball to transfer to Michigan. You're gonna get bull banned, bruh. Good chance. There's a chance. I don't know.
Side. Oh my God! Remember what happened the last time we beat Ohio State 3 years in a row? We won the Natty, and Charles Woodson won the Heisman.
Mid.
Mid,
Yes.
bro, come on.
But yeah, I got Alabama winning the Natty. So yeah.
Oh boy. Better have a good day Saturday. I better have a good day. We play the freaking Broncos. Thursday night game. Oh God, that's a real terrible show. The Chargers and the Raiders. Oh God.
Yep, that's a pretty bad game. Starts pretty soon here.
Give me the Chargers, I guess.
Give me the Raiders. No Justin Herbert for the Chargers.
Raiders will have who's the quarterback? What's his name? Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
Vikings, Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going the Bengals. The quarterback situation is a mess.
Give me the Colts over the Steelers.
I'm going Steelers over Colts.
Give me Lions over the Broncos.
I'm going the Lions over the Broncos too.
Give me the Dolphins over the Jets.
Same. Dolphins over Jets.
Ooh, this one's interesting. Texas Titans. Is CJ Stroud playing?
Probably not.
Give me the Titans.
Titans too. Better at home than on the road.
Give me the Packers over the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm going the Packers too. They'll bounce back at home.
Give me the Saints over the Giants.
I'm going to take the Giants on the road. Tommy DeVito's going to keep winning.
I feel like they'll start DeVito next year over Daniel Jones.
Maybe. I don't know if they will though because of the contract.
Falcons will destroy the terrible Panthers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons. I can't pick the Panthers.
What?
I can't pick the Panthers.
I don't trust them.
Yeah.
This will Browns will beat the Bears.
Yeah.
Chiefs will beat the Patriots, even though Patrick Mahomes is a crybaby.
Yep.
49ers win this week. They will win the NFC West, and they will win the NFC West. Give me them over the Cardinals.
Yeah, I got the 49ers. I'm going to go I got the Browns beating the Bears, of course.
Rams over the Commanders.
Yeah, I got the Rams too.
Ooh, this one's interesting. Cowboys, Bills. Ooh, I took the Bills.
Ooh, that's interesting. I'm going to take the Cowboys on the road.
Bills are favored though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Bills won, but I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Give me Baltimore over the Jags. And the Eagles over the Seahawks.
I'm taking the Jags, and I'm taking the Eagles. Ravens losing per source.
I think the Browns could be a playoff team.
They could. I
Well,
mean,
the schedule's pretty favorable. They play the Bears, Texans, Jets, and Bengals left.
yeah.
I mean, 2 of those games are easy. The Texans, that's a baby if Stroud's playing or not. Who knows?
We'll see, but you know, I think Browns will be the Bears still, even with the injuries.
Yeah, well, the Browns have like one of the best defenses in the league.
They do.
For the Detroit Lions, we got to play the Denver Broncos, the Vikings, the Cowboys, the Vikings again.
Yeah.
Cowboys probably gonna get cooked by them. Freaking CeeDee Lamb about to cook our secondary. Oh yeah. Screw the NBA. The Pistons suck. I'm done with the NBA for the year. Screw that. Screw the NBA. Oh, let's see who the Pistons play next. Oh, look at that. The 76ers probably going to lose once again.
Yep. The Cavs suck too.
Not as bad as the Pistons.
I don't know if anyone sucks more than the Pistons.
At least your team doesn't lose 21 straight games.
Yeah.
Well, the Spurs lost 18 straight games. They couldn't beat the Lakers. Only lost by 3. Wow.
Yeah. Spurs, they stink too.
Pistons are terrible. God.
They're so terrible. It's insane.
Compare them to the Red Wings. Oh, they're losing right now, but they're 59-4.
One of Auburn's top defensive players just opted out of the Music City Bowl.
Wow.
So our Maryland pick looks even better now.
I feel like your favorite sports team ever is the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yes, sir.
Let me try to guess your 3 most hated sports teams. Unfortunately, the Michigan Wolverines got to be one of them. The Pittsburgh Steelers. The Baltimore Ravens. That's my three guesses.
For what?
Your 3 most hated sports teams of all time.
I have Michigan, Steelers, and
I said Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, the New York Yankees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be somebody in your division like the Twins or White Sox.
No.
I feel like the Tigers could win the division next year.
They could.
I mean, the Twins, they might be taken.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Payroll dropping.
The Royals or White Sox are terrible.
Yeah. Who knows with the Indians?
It's the Guardians. Who knows? Have they even done anything in free agency?
They brought in relief pitcher Scott Barlow. That's it, really.
We picked up like Mark Canna and Ketsa Maeda.
Yeah, and they also signed freaking Austin Hedges.
I feel like we could win the division next year.
Yeah.
And then maybe lose to maybe whoever we play. I don't even know.
Yeah. We'll see.
I feel like the Diamondbacks should have won the World Series this year.
Yeah.
This is the funny part about the Pistons. An MLB team had more wins than them in a month.
Wow.
Month. The Rangers had 1 win in November. And you know how many wins the Pistons had in November?
0.
Exactly.
That's wild.
How? That's just embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
Imagine being a Pistons fan in 2023. That'd be pretty sad.
Crazy. I'll be crazy dog right here. Absolutely embarrassing.
Yeah.
Crazy dog. So this is how it works. You're a bigger Ohio State fan. Crazy Dog's a bigger Browns fan.
Yeah.
I hate the Ravens. I hate the Ravens. I hate the Ravens. I hate the Ravens. Why? How do we get destroyed by them? Blaming defense for the past few games because our defense needs to step up for once.
Yep. Lions don't have great defense.
Jared Goff too.
Yeah, Goff is stinking it up.
God, watch us start Hendon Hooker soon when he comes back.
I don't know if that'll happen, but
or Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater, yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
Why don't C.J. Johnson's coming back? I think he will be playing against the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, that would be something. That would be needed. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that joined our stream. We did our bowl predictions here. And yeah, if you guys have any last minute comments, would appreciate if you guys put them in the comments. And I'm going to have the comment section open too, of course, after the stream ends. So yeah, but yeah, those were our bowl predictions for me and Clayton. And I appreciate everyone being here. And yeah,
I appreciate being out here. Thank you, Max, for everything.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I can't wait for these bowl games to get out of their way, and especially for the college football playoff.
Yes, sir.
And it better not be vacated because over the stupid side stealing.
Yeah. vacated.
The whole thing just been stupid.
I don't know, man. I mean,
But we even if we have Harbaugh now, we can still win games.
yeah. Ryan
Right,
Day.
right.
Ryan Day lost to Sharon Moore.
That's great.
Yeah,
I feel like you'll get fired.
we'll see. I don't know. If he's fired, but
Well, it's not. Well, you say you go to Texas A&M. Looks like he's not.
yeah, he's not going to Texas A&M, of course.
Watch it. Who needs a head coach? Who
Yeah.
definitely? Not Colorado. Who's a terrible Power 5 team?
I don't know.
No, not Michigan.
Boston.
Not Michigan State. They already have the Oregon State dude. Maybe Oregon State because they need a coach.
They already hired a coach.
Who else? Who's terrible? Indiana. They're terrible.
They already hired a coach though.
Who's terrible? Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I feel like Vanderbilt's like the worst Power 5 team.
Yeah.
Well, I could go like every conference on who's the worst. Big Ten, that's probably Indiana. Big Ten.